Hey guys, welcome back! I am still thinking about the fantastic luck we had last episode, so hopefully we'll still have at least a bit of that luck to see us through today. But first, we have some points to spend, and I think I'm going to put my skill point into sorcery, and for my expertise point, I think I'm going to put it into the second level in bartering. I am very tempted to go with Trinketer since we are starting to use our trinkets more, but I just can't pass up good deals inside the vault. And now we just have to fix our shield, and we're ready to jump in. So let's get ourselves a crystal. And let's take a look at our bounties. So we have complete 1 elixir vault and get 3 blank seals and a bunch of vault diamonds. Then we have kill 35 dweller mobs and get an echo gem and a bunch of silver and a rare magnet, okay. And kill 38 assassin mobs for 3 echo gems. Ooh, okay. Let's take the gather elixir and then let's also take the dweller mobs. And we'll just see how we go. And let's see if the vault gods continue to give us elixir vaults. We have... Ooh, no, we have a light the brazier vault. We have not had one of these in quite a long time, I think. We obviously did quite a few when they first got added, but I'm not sure we've had many since then. Okay, and we have 5. That should hopefully not be too much of a challenge. Ooh, man, have to remember how to play these. I think the main thing is don't take grievous wounds, and be careful with how many hearts you give away, because they always feel incredibly tempting. Well, I guess we'll just see how this goes, and we at least have one of the drown themes for this, which is always a very nice theme. I really like them. What do you want? Item quantity for extra mob damage. Okay, sure. Let's give it a go. Ooh, what do you have for me? Extra item quantity for losing another heart. Okay, I can't really afford to lose any more hearts after this. I've already given up 2 of them, which is possibly a mistake on my part. But as I've said before, 1 heart just always feels relatively inconsequential until that's the last heart that keeps you alive. Which is why this is a very flawed system, but I do nothing to fix it about myself. We're doing 19 minutes. It's pretty good. We might even, if we find some good modifiers, be able to pillage the vault, which would be pretty awesome. We don't get to pillage super often on these, and you can occasionally get some very, very nice stuff from doing that. What do you want? Extra mob speed for item rarity? Yes, please. Ooh! Now isn't that a gorgeous sight? Look at this place. I haven't seen one of these in what feels like ages, actually. I don't know the last time we found one, but I swear we haven't found one in quite a while. We've had more luck with some of the other Omega rooms recently. Okay, I think that is everything out of here, so let's get out. And we had extra item quantity and item rarity from some of our choices. It was actually really quite effective, I think. That was a lovely surprise. Come here, you. Yes! Thank you for that bounty completion. I very much appreciate it. 13 minutes. Sure. 160 horde mobs. Christ, okay. In 10 minutes. Well, we'll see what we can do on that front. I mean, there are a lot of horde mobs, so there's definitely a chance that... Ooh, 160 is just a lot. Hello, horde mobs. Yes. Okay, let's take it. Now we can pillage, and we also need to get out of here because this is the end of the vault, which is not ideal. Any more? Yes, both of you. Hi, guys. Perfect. Hello. And thank you for my favour, which is +1 regen for the rest of this vault, which is perfect. And I think we also got a reputation point, which is absolutely lovely. And this is almost definitely a mistake, but sure. It gave us a rare vault sword, which is nice. That's the wrong way. A rare vault sword is nice. Ethereal mobs might cause us more trouble than that was worth, but there's only 6.5 minutes left, so we'll see. Oh, ethereal archer. Not a good combination. Not a fan of that. Just snipe me the whole way down. What are you? Coins? Okay, let's steal some coins from this. Actually, I wonder if can dungeon mobs also be ethereal from this? Because if they can, that is incredibly cruel. Thank you. Oh! Would you look at that? They can be made ethereal. Huh. Interesting. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know, good to know. Hi. Don't mind me. Just stealing some of your stuff and getting out. Because I really don't need to be hunted down by an ethereal boy right now. Those are also ethereal boys. Okay, time to get out. Oh boy, okay. That almost went very badly, but we did it. 70,000 experience, 263 coin piles, and 178 chests, and 640 mobs. Yeah, there was a lot of mobs in there. Ooh, but that Gilded Omega room was pretty awesome, and we did complete it. We even managed to pillage at least a bit, although I do think ethereal was probably a mistake, but ooh, we got there. You know, for a first vault of the day, that actually went pretty well. We got a bunch of focuses, over 1,000 bronze, some ores, 3 platinum, I'm guessing from a champion, 14 gear pieces, 26 jewels, and we completed one of our bounties, and we completed the vault. So overall, pretty successful, and that is an artifact. We haven't seen an artifact in ages. I guess the luck from last episode did carry over after all. As for our jewels, we have this size 19 durability and mining speed, both of which are actually pretty decent rolls, so that's very nice. This size 14 27% vanilla immortality is lovely, but it's not quite as lovely as this legendary max roll plus 75% vanilla immortality for size 30. I mean, size 30 is obviously quite big, but with just size 30 you get a tool that is 75% immortal, so that is crazy good value and definitely keeping hold of that. Then we have this size 11 3.1% copiously, which is lovely. This size 34 hammer size, now obviously this is a very big jewel, but I have a rule that I always keep my hammer size jewels, so I'm gonna keep it, but it is definitely a very big shame. But this size 19 almost max roll copiously almost makes up for it, so that's lovely. And then finally we have this size 13 23% vanilla immortality, but I think I'm probably gonna just keep hold of it for the 2.5% item quantity, which is very nice. And as for all this gear, unfortunately we didn't really get anything that's worth keeping hold of, but I am always happy to have more vault scrap. But then we of course have our artifact, and like I said, we haven't had one of these in what feels like ages. So as a quick recap, we currently have 10 out of 25 artifacts, so we are still missing 15, which is quite a lot. But it does also mean that we still have a slightly better chance of getting a new artifact instead of a duplicate. So fingers crossed, let's see what we get. And it is a duplicate. We already have that one, but it just means we have another artifact that we can turn into an artifact fragment later and make a new artifact for ourselves. So it could be worse. Well, we didn't get a new artifact, but I'm honestly still just so glad that we actually got one, and I just really want to jump straight back in. So, let's get a crystal, repair our boots, take the assassin mob bounty from earlier, and see what the vault gods have in store for us this time. Ooh, a scav vault. Okay, 3 cracked scripts, 7 red scrolls, 15 old books, 8 empty jars, and 3 skeleton rib cages. Okay, I mean, that seems potentially doable. The skeleton rib cages aren't normally a huge issue as long as you manage to find an ore room, but 8 empty jars and 7 red scrolls might actually be quite difficult, because we just so often get the higher level items when what we need is the common ones. I'm willing to at least try for it. I think there is a world in which we complete this, and that world would be a very nice world, because I just love completing vaults. So I guess let's jump in and see how we do. I know that we obviously found the Gilded Omega room in the last vault. Could kind of do with finding it in this vault as well, not gonna lie. Oh, but we did find an ore room. Okay. Skeleton rib cages, please. Is there anything down here? Not sure there is. Oh, there's one. And it had a skeleton rib cage. Okay. Sometimes the dreadful POIs are worth going down, apparently, because they end up having exactly what you needed. And we have all of our skeleton rib cages now. Hello! Oh, have you got some cracked script hidden over there? That would be real nice. Come on, 1 cracked script, yes. 2 cracked scripts. Okay, I think that might actually be all of the cracked scripts, which is lovely. What are you? Challenging and living. Okay, I'm just going to steal some of these chests because we don't actually need anything from the living chests, and I think we're actually doing semi-decently on this objective, so I'm just going to kill this first wave and get these chests. Oh, but this is a lot of wooden chests. Okay. I'm going to have to check how we're doing in a second, though. Because I feel like some of these things we're doing alright, but at the same time, I don't think we found a single ornate chest. So, that doesn't bode well for the 8 empty jars that we need. Well, this is just reminding me that I really need to make a pickerang. Like, they're expensive, but like, they make rooms like this really, really easy. And the puzzle room. Might have to do that after this vault. We have 8 of 15 old books, all of the cracked scripts, 3 of the red scrolls, no empty jars, and all of the skeleton rib cages. Yeah, this isn't looking great. This really isn't looking great for us. I think let's just loot what we have for us now. And then if we happen to start looking a bit more like it, we can try and focus, but with 8 empty jars and 11 minutes left, and we haven't seen a single ornate chest, that's just... Okay, now we've seen a single ornate chest, but it's still... That's still so much. Oh, there's a bounty down there, and about 10 minutes left. That is actually perfect. Let's go see what this guy wants. Hello? Kill 55 assassin mobs. Okay, I mean... Oh, I completed my bounty, that's nice. But that does mean we just killed 38 assassin mobs in the entire vault. So I don't think 55 assassin mobs in the next 10 minutes is gonna happen, but I suppose we'll see. Hi there, champion boy. Good to see you. Thank you for the Omega, but it's a Voltax. I mean, still thank you, but you could have been any other item and I would have been happy. But still, it's an Omega, so that's good. So, thank you for the epic vault leggings. I will definitely take that. That was very kind of you. And what are you? Difficulty hard for ornates. Okay. Oh hi, you apparently learnt to climb ladders. I didn't realise that was in your skill set. that, we do have all of the empty jars, but we're still missing 3 red scrolls. That's a spider soul charm. That's some earrings. And that's 1 red scroll. Oh, there are some more gilded chests up here. We just need 1 red scroll. Okay, 2 minutes, 1 red scroll? I mean, now that's looking potentially doable. That's a red scroll. Wait, did we actually just get everything we need? Okay, let's clear these guys out. I need to check this, because I'd completely written this scav off as not being doable. But we have all of the correct scripts, all of the red scrolls, all of the old books, all of the empty jars, and we have all of the rib cages. Ooh! We actually did it. That is... Ooh. Well, I mean, obviously I didn't expect that, because I completely gave up on it, but... We did it! We actually did that. And we didn't get many coins or ores. We did get 216 chests, which is pretty decent, and 425 mobs. But somehow in the middle of all of that, we did complete. And man, those ornate chests just came through, and right at the last second, those gilded chests came through as well. Ooh, that was good! Well, that was a very lovely twist of fate right at the end, and we also got some fantastic loot. We got some good focuses and ores, 6 mystery eggs, 33 gear pieces, and 29 jewels. Plus, we completed our bounty, and we completed the vault, so we also get both of these. And from our jewels, we'll be keeping these 8, so we have this size 10 wooden affinity, which you can't really argue with. This size 10 pretty high durability roll, which is very nice. This size 10 7% trap disarm and living affinity. This size 11 3.3% copiously, which is absolutely wonderful. This size 21 legendary durability and a pretty mid-roll on item rarity, so that's very nice. This size 27 3.6% copiously, 7.8 mining speed. Now, there's no need for any of that, thank you very much. This size 27, which is obviously a little on the big side, but the modifiers are just perfect. We have a very high copiously roll, a high mining speed, a pretty high durability, and a high reach, and we want all of those modifiers on a copiously tool. So that is such a beautiful jewel, I am in love with it. Then we have this size 14 high mining speed, which is very nice. And finally, this size 19 almost max roll item rarity and reach. So gonna keep hold of that as well. And then what about all of this gear? We have quite a lot, so this should be very interesting. Ooh, well, the leggings were a new transmog, and I think we're actually going to keep these 5 pieces of gear. So we have this chestplate with a legendary trap disarm chance, which is very nice. Then we have these 2 pairs of leggings, which are both very nice and better than some of my backups, so I'm going to keep both of them. This pair in particular have a very nice setup. I mean, max armor, very high critical hit resistance, and then very high health and has resistance and armor as a possibility already. So they are definitely top of my list for some backups. And then we have these 2 vault boots, which are both rare and aren't absolutely amazing, but I mean, this one has a max roll on critical hit resistance, which is lovely. And then this one has a very high percentage mana increase and also very high item rarity. So I think both of these are worth keeping as well. And before we get into our last vault for the day, I did mention making a picarang, but I don't have a heart of diamond, so I think I'll leave that for another day. For now, we do have time for one more vault, and I think we should probably make it an elixir so we have a bit of a chance to try and complete our bounty. So let's get ourselves a crystal, and we'll make it an elixir vault. And we can take another bounty. So of course we have our gather elixir, but then we can kill 16 tank mobs and get a chaos catalyst, 3 blank seals, gold and silver. Yeah, we are definitely taking that one. What theme do we have? We have, ooh, it's the pretty ice one again. Okay, that will be nice. And as usual with elixir, we are not going to know how completable this is until we have seen some of the rolls. And the last few we have done, we have got incredibly lucky. We had some where the wooden chests had good rolls, we had some where the horde mobs had good rolls, and if we can get anything like we have recently, that would be absolutely fantastic, because I love completing vaults. It's a great feeling. I like completing them. I like opening the crates. And we even managed to get an artifact earlier. Well, let's just see how this goes. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit lucky. And there is a hand in the first room, which is already a good amount of luck. And the horde mobs have at least some elixir to them, which is fantastic. Okay, we are off to a very good start. I like how this is going. Let's see about these wooden chests. Oh boy, the strays have a lot of elixir. Christ. Okay. Wooden chests don't have any though, so we'll have to be a little bit careful. But honestly, the horde mobs, those strays had a ton. We should be, hopefully, in a pretty good state with this, I think. I probably should save time by not mining these chests, but leaving chests behind after I've killed all of the mobs is just... it's just not part of my DNA. I can't do that. That's just wrong on so many levels, despite how effective it probably is. My god, why are there so many berry bushes? It's like they added more in just to mess with me. They're like, oh, I see you run into berry bushes, how about we give you 500 of them and then see how you do with avoiding them. Like, I'm not going to avoid them, we already established this. I'm going to run straight into them and then complain. That's how this dynamic works. You a vendor? You are, hello. 2 lemons for very different prices. And a mega vault boots. For 27. How much do we have? Oh, we have enough. Let's do it. What's gold there for if not to spend unnecessarily on things you really shouldn't be spending it on? And to be fair, a pair of Omega Vault Boots is not like a waste of money. It's just not necessarily the smartest use of money. Ooh, now that was a trinket. And that was a hole. But more importantly, that was a trinket. Do love getting trinkets, especially from just like random chests. For some reason, that's always incredibly satisfying. What do you want? Loot 63 wooden chests. Okay, I mean that should be doable, and that is our lodestone completed. Hello? Yes, lots and lots of wooden chests. That is exactly what I need. Oh, and some more. Yes! Somehow sniped that guy across all of their heads and completed our bounty. That is wonderful. Perfect. And we got plus 200% soul shards, and I believe that noise, as usual, means that we got a reputation point as well, which is lovely. And I guess you want me to kill 239 horde mobs. I have 4 minutes left in this vault. That's not going to happen. Don't think it would happen in the full 12 minutes either, but there'd be slightly more chance. As it is, no sir. We somehow, once again, went 3 for 3. Which is a fantastic feeling. And this time it was actually 3 different objectives that we managed to complete, including a scav, so that is pretty awesome. Oh boy. And that is our bounty complete, and 705 mobs. It felt like we killed a lot. Christ. And 241 chests. That was very, very good. Ooh, another vault, another completion, and another set of lovely, lovely loot to look at. And I know I always say it, but we got some great loot. We got a fantastic amount of focuses, a full stack of vault diamonds, 10 jewels, a charm, 14 gear pieces, and a trinket. Plus, we completed both of our bounties, and we completed the vault. And from our jewels, I think we'll just be keeping these 3. So we have this size 10, very nice durability roll, this size 24, decent item quantity and pretty good trap disarm, and then finally we have this size 21, very nice copiously jewel. And as for all of this gear, I think we'll just be keeping hold of these 2. So we have this 14% Wendar affinity with 7 uses, and then we have these Omega boots, which are obviously the ones that we bought from that vendor. And they're not amazing as they currently are, obviously that's a very low roll on the armor and we don't really use ability power, but as always, Omegas have so much potential, both in terms of the modifiers and also they have a lot of crafting potential. So these are definitely going to go in our backups, and at some point we can play around with these and see what we can make of them. And finally, we of course have our trinket, and I actually really want to see how many trinkets we haven't unlocked yet. Give me 1 second. Okay, so it looks like there are only 3 trinkets that we haven't unlocked yet, and that's the goose, the frog, and the jar. And I think it's called Elvish Air, and actually all 3 of these are very, very interesting trinkets that I would love to unlock. But obviously at this point, even though the odds do skew in the favour of unlocking new trinkets, the odds have surely got to be against us. But we have been very lucky even recently, so we're just gonna have to see what this is. Ooh, okay, fingers crossed guys. Let's see what trinket we get. And it is the crystal ball, which is of course a duplicate, but it does increase your mana by 100% of your total mana, which is pretty awesome. And we have 20 uses of it as well, which is very nice. So it may not be one of our new trinkets, but you know what? It could be worse. But I think that will do us for today. We once again had some pretty great vaults and some fantastic luck, so I am very happy with how this went. However, we didn't manage to get a bombing night door, but that just gives us something to look forward to next time. So until then, thank you guys for watching, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!